Hello and welcome to another update video about Gala. Yeah, not much movement since the last updates. So far it has failed to follow through on a potential rally higher. So we still need to consider that it could make another low in the yellow support area. Relevant larger degree support, which is bullish, is 2.03 cents. So below that level, the things are going to turn bearish, as already explained in the last video, because if we break below this key level, we cannot really call this a wave 2 anymore, and it would rather emphasize a more bearish interpretation, in which we would then expect also to break below the 10th of June low, the 1.81 cent level, and below that we could even go to new bear market lows. That likelihood would then dramatically increase. So far, price hasn't done anything unusual, however. It just seems to take its time. We had a 5-wave move to the upside into the June highs. We call that a wave 1 as a leading diagonal. Then an ABC structure into our support area, which is holding at the moment. Price did react to the 61.8 retracement level, the golden ratio. And we're now waiting basically for some impulsive movement to the upside. This here possibly was a small impulse, but it's always dangerous to dive into the detailed wave count that much, because they are fairly unreliable. They can change a lot, especially in crypto. You just need to understand that. But eventually, we could get here this 5-wave move up in a larger degree, third wave as shown here, as long as, the low which was made last Saturday isn't broken, and that's 2.18 cents. So as long as that low is holding, there's still a chance it could escalate higher now in a third wave. But I doubt that a little bit, because so far it hasn't really followed through. Okay, it would be time now to rally, but okay, we've got CPI data today, so that could be the catalyst that we need, but you never really know in which direction it goes, and the likelihood just is on a day like that there's going to be some short-term movement which will invalidate the lower degree pattern, which is why I say we need to give it a bit more space and just focus on the 2.03 cent level. That is for me still the very relevant support. But yeah, still give the bullish scenario a chance. We can do that. It hasn't broken the yellow box, so the question is still, could we get one more low or not? The answer is yeah, absolutely, we can get another low. And in the case of another low, it would need to be the 2.03 cent level that needs to hold. Below that level, it just becomes very, very unreliable. There is one last Fibonacci level left, which is the 88.7 Fibonacci level, but I wouldn't trust it. That's at 1.92 cents. I'm going to take it off again. It's just a level to know about in case we get a brief break below the 2.03 cent level. That's of course possible, but what it shouldn't do is a sustained break. So sometimes get the question, look, what is a sustained break? Is there a certain time period? Not really. It's a bit of a subjective term. It just ties in with the uncertainty of the market. Markets are inherently uncertain. So we cannot really say, okay, it has to be the 1 hour chart or 1 hour candle below that level. It has to be the 4 hour. It just doesn't work like that, because there is no rule. Okay, there are only guidelines, and it is, the language can only reflect the uncertainty of the market. Okay, so if we say a sustained break, that could be something like that, a break and then consolidation below that level, which would emphasize continuation, or a break, try to recover, fail, and a break below that low. Those are things that I would consider a sustained break. There isn't really, it's not really that I could say, okay, it has to close the 1 hour candle below it. That might add to probabilities, but what if within the daily candle it recovers again? Yeah, so there isn't really that rule, unfortunately. Yeah. The market is far too uncertain for that. But that's why I use the term sustained break, to just reflect that. But this 1-2 setup is formally invalidated based on Elliott wave rules, and that is certain, below the 1.8 cent level. That's my update about Gala. Hope you liked the update. If you did, please hit the like button, leave a comment and subscribe. And if you really like the content, then please check out the channel membership. Thanks a lot for watching. Bye bye.